vaccine developed by Oxford University. Zydus Cadila is also conducting phase 2 trial of an indigenous DNA vaccine. One of our pharma giants, Dr. Reddy's Laboratories, will distribute the Russian vaccine in India after conducting final stage human trials and receiving regulatory approval. Relations between India and Portugal date back to over 500 years, when the Portuguese explorer Vasco da Gama had led to a seafaring expedition to Calicut in Kerala in the 15th century, making him the first European to discover a direct sea route between Europe and South Asia. Our diplomatic relations have flourished on the back of our like-mindedness and commitment to fair trade and globalization. Our common values are reflected in our undying belief in Mahatma Gandhi's principles of non-violence, equality, and dignity of all mankind. India and Portugal's strong interest in each other's economies is evident from our bilateral trade in goods, which grew by 21.06% year on year to surpass $1 billion in 2019. It is encouraging to see the enthusiastic participation at this summit of the large Portuguese delegation comprising industries, institutions, and research organizations to augment bilateral research cooperation and trade opportunities. India has nurtured over 50,000 startups over the last 5 years, of which about 33 have achieved the unicorn status with their valuation over $1 billion. With these startups, the government is encouraged to launch Mission Startup India 2.0. Portugal too is becoming the most attractive startup hub in Europe, spurred by an open culture and a keen focus on entrepreneurship and innovation. Portugal is building a flourishing startup ecosystem. The next iteration of this collaboration will be to encourage new solutions based on cutting-edge technologies such as machine learning and artificial intelligence. It is the most opportune time to take the Indo-Portuguese partnership to the next level. It's heartening to note that the India-Portugal Technology Summit 2020 will deliberate on critically important areas of healthcare, water, agriculture, food processing, and information technology. It will not only open up new avenues of growth for both the countries, but also help improve the quality of life of our citizens. The next 3 days offer a good opportunity for the participating companies to explore prospects for bilateral investments across various sectors. I also urge the companies to support startups from both sides, undertake collaborative research and human resource exchange. The pandemic has shown how only science has stood by mankind in its time of need. Collective efforts of governments and scientists from all across the globe have helped us cope up with the unprecedented challenge of COVID-19. On those lines, I wish all partners and stakeholders to have fruitful deliberations towards building a shared future by harnessing the power of science, technology, and innovation for greater social good and sustainable development for all. I thank you all for giving me the opportunity to address this esteemed gathering and hope to see several positive outcomes from the Technology Summit. Thank you.
Thank you, Honorable Minister, for your inspiring address.